schedule. They say that, when Will is ready, they're not ready. And when they're ready, Will's not ready. So it's kind of a back and forth game with Will Smith. On the front of National Treasure 3, they definitely want to do that film. They were both super big successes for the company, and but they say that the script is super, super, super tricky to do. Because of the fact that the movie plays on like clues and actually real stuff in history, they have to really do a smart script to come up with. And they said they've been kind of tossing a lot of ideas back and forth. They just haven't found the right one yet. So it's coming, and they hope to make it within the next couple of years. So Bad Boys 3 and National Treasure 3 are both on the table right now. It's just really getting everything together and lining all the pieces up. Roberto Orci wants to direct the next Star Trek film. Roberto Orci is part of a writing duo with Alex Kurtzman, and they're a really cool duo. They wrote like all the Transformers films. They did the two Star Trek films. I think they wrote Amazing Spider-Man 2. They're writing Amazing Spider-Man 3. They've been involved with a lot of projects that I'm super fond of. So I love these two guys. Of course, J.J. Abrams cannot direct Star Trek 3 because he's doing Star Wars. Now, Roberto wrote the script and is writing the script for Star Trek 3, so he supposedly has the blessing of J.J. Abrams, but the studio is now pondering if they want to take the risk now. And it's a big risk, he's never directed anything before, so to say, yeah, you're a great writer, but we're going to hand you over the keys to, the first, your first movie, and it's going to be a $200 million big budget film. That's pretty damn risky. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens on that. We'll definitely keep you guys posted. Now, speaking of Alex Kurtzman and Roberto Orci, unfortunately, they're actually splitting up as a movie team. So these guys have been writers and they own a production company together. Supposedly their TV production company will continue to operate, but from the movie stuff, they're splitting off. Roberto Orci wants to do Star Trek. Alex Kurtzman is actually going to direct the Venom movie. These guys got a lot of projects going on. Supposedly this is all amicable, but they need to split up and do their own thing. So it's a little bit of a bummer, especially for me, because I think these guys are amazing together, and I love everything they do. So it kind of is a little sad to see them split up as a team. Here. Box office milestone this week. Go back on April 23rd. Captain America the Winter Soldier passed the 600 million worldwide mark. So, gigantic news for Captain America Winter Soldier, making waves once again. $600 million. It has done 160% more business than the first Captain America did in its entire run, and Cap is still bringing in a lot of money, so it's not even close to being over yet. So congratulations, man, to everyone involved in Captain America, Marvel, and everyone. So good. Len Wiseman is going to direct a new supernatural military movie called Black Chapter. So cool. Dimension Films is planning a new underwater thriller called 47 Meters Down. John Turteltaub is set to direct A Small World. I don't know why we need a movie based on It's a Small World, because it's one of the silliest rides at Disneyland, but I guess we're getting a movie out of it. So, yay! It looks like they are setting up to do multiple sequels to Jurassic World. No shocker here. Every big budget movie is set up to do sequels. This is just the first time that they've confirmed it from a studio standpoint that that's the plan. It was really cool back on April 23rd as well. We retweeted a tweet that Mark Ruffalo sent out. He said, "Today was the first day of shooting Age of Ultron when all the Avengers were reassembled. Awesome sight." And that was really, really cool because they've been filming for about a month now. But that was the first day that everyone was on set together for the first time. And for him to tweet that out and be so stoked like we are as fans, I thought that was pretty damn cool. Because I bet that is such a cool sight when everybody's on set together at the same time. Very, very cool. We also have the return dates. I'm not going to go through all of it, but if you'd like to check it out, we have the return dates for the USA Network for Suits, Covert Affairs, and Royal Pains, plus a couple other shows. That article is up on the Twitter and the Twitter page. Guess what? Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Barbie is going to get a live action feature film. Yep, it's done. It's been greenlit. It's coming. A Barbie movie. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I I don't know. I can't even get into it anymore. But yes, a Barbie movie is coming. Plus, a third Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants movie is coming. I didn't even know there was a second one, let alone a third one coming. We got the new second trailer for Sin City: A Dame to Kill For, my 25th most anticipated movie of the summer. William Hurt has dropped out of the Midnight Rider movie. Midnight Rider, if you haven't read, and I actually was just getting familiar with the story a couple days ago, but I guess back in February, one of the members of the crew of Easy Rider, they were filming a scene up on a train track, and she got hit by a train and got killed. And production of the movie has been put on hold, and they were getting ready to start refilming again. And William Hurt is one of the main actors in the film. He's actually playing the lead role. And he said, you know what, I can't do it. I don't want anything to do with this film, and I'm out. So he actually left the project. So there's a big gap here when it comes to this film. And then on top of that, the Greg Allman, who this movie is based on, the character that William Hurt was playing, has also come out and begged the studio to not go through and make this film. So he's come out now and he said, please, for the sake of everyone involved, don't make it. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it looks like the studio's still going to go through with it, but a lot of people are coming out now saying don't. So it's a tricky situation. HBO has inked a new exclusive deal with Amazon Prime. This is pretty cool. They're going to do something exclusive there to where their shows will be available to stream through Prime without an HBO subscription. So as long as you have Prime, you'll be able to watch this stuff. So that's pretty cool. I don't think it'll have everything like HBO Go does, but I'm sure it'll have all the main shows that HBO does. So that's pretty damn cool. Johnny Depp's new movie Mordecai is going to hit theaters winter 2015. I was saddened by this, but VH1 has canceled Best Week Ever. I love Best Week Ever. This is one of my favorite shows. It's just a weekly recap of pop culture stuff, and with a comedy spin. And this is just a show that's been going on for a while at VH1. They actually stopped it a couple years ago for a couple years, and then they brought it back. And it's just been so good. I love it, but VH1 says no more, and that really bums me out. Charlize Theron and Andy Samberg are going to be hosting Saturday Night Live in May. Lupita Nyong'o has been named People Magazine's Most Beautiful Woman. I don't want to get into a rant here. I did a little bit on Twitter a couple days ago. I totally disagree with this, and I just don't understand it. This is one that I just can't wrap my head around. No disrespect to her, she could be cute, but most beautiful? No, not even close. But hey, that's their decision. So she's had a great year, and it was probably just easy for them to throw her on the cover of the magazine. So congratulations to Lupita, People Magazine's Most Beautiful. John Travolta is going to be named Hollywood's most popular all-time star over in India. So congratulations to John Travolta. Speaking of Lupita, her and Scarlett Johansson are also in talks to voice some characters in Disney's new Jungle Book remake, so that's cool. Meg Ryan has joined How I Met Your Dad, and she's going to actually voice the mother in the sitcom. So if you saw How I Met Your Father, or How I Met Your Mother, I'm getting confused now because I'm looking at How I Met Your Dad. If you watched How I Met Your Mother, when Ted, the main character of the show, was speaking to his kids, you always heard his grown-up adult voice, and the voice was actually Bob Saget. You never saw Bob Saget in the entire 9 years the show was on, but you heard his voice in every episode. It's going to be the same thing. In this here, the mother's going to be telling the story to her kids, and the mother's voice will be narrated by Meg Ryan. So pretty cool. We have the new Green Band trailer of Sex Tape, but check it out on the YouTube channel. Jessica Chastain in the rumor mill, supposedly she's been offered the lead role in Mission Impossible 5. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Jessica Chastain is awesome, great actress, and I think she'd be pretty cool to stick into a movie like this with Tom Cruise. So I'm all for it. For now, it's just a rumor, but we'll let that one ride. The third Hobbit film. It was going to be called There and Back Again. It's got a new title. The new title for the third and final Hobbit film is The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. I could care less. I hate the Hobbit films, but hey, I'll bring you the news whether I like it or not. So the new Hobbit film, no longer There and Back Again. It is now The Battle of the Five Armies. Friday the 13th is set to become a new TV series, and it's going to explore Jason Voorhees' family history. I get a feeling that this is because of the success of Bates Motel. You know, Bates Motel being a prequel, telling the origin story of everybody, and I can see them doing something similar like that to Friday the 13th. So I'm interested. I'm not overly thrilled, but it could be something pretty cool. Gem and the Holograms has finally found its stars. Now, this is something that's funny because the movie started filming, and I was like, how is this movie filming already when we haven't heard anyone announced as as anybody in this film? But they finally have lined it all up. So let me see here. Aubrey Peoples, best known for her TV show Nashville. She's been cast as Gem. The movie's being directed by John M. Chu. The holograms have also been cast. Stephanie Scott, who starred on Disney's Ant Farm, will play Gem's sister Kimber. Pretty Little Liars actress Aurora Perrineau will play Shauna. And the Fosters' Haley Kiyoko has been cast as Asia. So there you go. I don't really know any of these chicks, and I still don't know what I feel about a Gem and the Holograms movie, but it's definitely happening, and there's your gems. Amanda Seyfried has joined Warner Brothers' Peter Pan adaptation, Pan. This is the one starring Hugh Jackman. So, hey, another good piece of talent added to that mix. The Killing, the final season of The Killing, is going to hit Netflix on August 1st. The Zombieland guys, the guys who penned Zombieland, they are going to write a script for the Watch Dogs film. So this makes me excited. It's just funny that they're already talking about a Watch Dogs movie when the video game itself hasn't even come out yet. Watch Dogs is a new video game that's coming out at the end of May, and I think it looks amazing. And I can definitely see the theatrical element to it. I'm just shocked that a game that's not even out yet that they're already talking movie status for. So love Zombieland. I think those guys have a great grasp on everything. So I'll take it, man. I'll take them being behind a Watch Dogs film for sure. Sacha Baron Cohen, he's got a new comedy film he's working on called Grimsby, and his brother in the film is going to now be Mark Strong. I love Mark Strong, and I for some reason when I read this, when the news came out, I was like, I see it. I see it. It's going to be awesome to see Mark Strong in a straight-up comedy like this. I'm very excited on this front. Batman versus Superman. Yes, they've added another character and another potential hero. Ray Fisher has been cast as Cyborg. Now, Cyborg, of course, does become a member of the Justice League. So, are we actually going to see Cyborg in this film? Or are we just seeing him, the alter ego, before he becomes Cyborg? I'm thinking that's the case. I find it hard to believe that of all characters they're going to shove Cyborg into this film, because Cyborg is just not widely known like a lot of the other characters. And I just don't see the point right now in their production slate to add a whole nother superhero into it. So my idea is that they'll introduce him, before he's Cyborg,